Hey, what's up everybody and Happy New Year. I'm Ken with 444 Woodworks, and I figured it'd be fitting for the first video of the new year to rock a couple bottle stoppers. In this video we're going to turn two, and I'm going to show you a couple more that I turned off camera. Super fun project. Honestly, it's the first batch of those that I've ever turned, and I'm really hooked on them. I see myself turning a lot more of these in the future. Let's do it. I'm installing a chuck here. My blank is about 2x2, so I've got smaller jaws in there. And I'm going to set up the blank to drill about a 1-inch deep recess, and that's what I can use to mount it to the mandrel. Alright, here I am drilling the recess. Like I said, about 1 inch deep. I'm using a piece of blue painter's tape to mark the stop point to get it pretty close to that mark. If you go a little bit deeper, it doesn't seem to present a problem as long as you don't screw your blank too far into the mandrel and strip things out. I'm not using any inserts. I'm just going right into the blank, so I guess that's the only thing you really have to be careful of. Once I'm done here, I just remove the chuck, mount the mandrel, and then mount the blank to the mandrel itself. Once I get the blank mounted into the mandrel, I bring up my tailstock for some added support, and then I get things going. I turned this piece at about 1600 RPM. That's just where my lathe was set, so that's where I kept it. I'm sure most people would turn this quite a bit faster, but it worked very well for me. Here I get things started with the roughing gouge to get the blank nice and round. After this, I'll move on to some spindle gouges and then eventually a parting tool. I'm going to speed things up for you guys here for a while, and I'll see you back here in a few. Once I get the piece turned pretty close to the shape I'm looking for, I use a parting tool and a flush cut saw to get it separated from the rest of the blank. Here, with the rest of the blank removed, I turn the piece to final shape. I'm going to fast forward things again and see you in a little bit. Once the piece is at its final shape, I start the sanding process. I sand from 120 through 600 grit. My finish of choice for this bottle stopper is Hut PPP, which is perfect pen polish. It's just a wax that you apply at a slower speed, and then once you got a good coating on there, you crank up the RPMs on the lathe and finish it off with either a paper towel or a regular cotton towel, and you'll see it'll add a nice friction finish to it, and it's ready to go as soon as you're done with that. Once I finally hulk the blank off the mandrel, I take a little bit of wax and I put it on the threads for the bottle stopper hardware itself. It just makes it a little easier to get it into the blank. As you see, since I had a lot of trouble getting it off the mandrel, it will be equally as tight getting it onto the actual hardware. Okay, here's completed bottle stopper number 1. I really love how this came out and it really made me want to do more, so here we go with number 2. With the second bottle stopper, I wanted to challenge myself and do something a little bit different. I wanted to do an off-center turning, so what I do is I start with it right in the chuck because the blank itself is already turned mostly round, and then I slide it slightly off-center and do the first half of the turning. I'll then center it up, do the second half, and go from there. I'm going to keep things going pretty fast in this video because I do most of the other steps exactly how I did the first one. See you back in a little bit. the second bottle stopper, I decided to use a different finish and used Mahoney's walnut oil to complete the project. And here are the finished stoppers I turned in the video along with 2 others. This was such a fun project, just like I said earlier. I've got a mahogany, 2 cherry, and an oak. This is the first time I've turned stoppers, and never once have I turned 4 of something in a row. Granted, it's a really small project, but really fun. You can really experiment. If you mess something up, you're really not losing too much wood. It's something that I'm sure will sell very well. I haven't posted these yet, but I do plan on it. And it was just a really great project for me to just have a little bit of fun with. Very often, I try to do things way more in depth, and this was just something to just take some time and have a great time doing. Thank you very much for watching this video. Once again, Happy New Year to everybody. Please let me know what you think, and I hope you try some stoppers on your own. Till next time, keep those shavings flying.